Revolver Underground.
What's going on, guys? It's D-Rock here doing a Skype interview, and I'm here with two guys that are making some things happen. Sully and Matt. What's going on, guys? It's Matt or Matthew? Which do you prefer?
I prefer Matt, but professionally I have to be Matthew because the Screenwriters Guild is crazy. So
Fair
that's
enough.
what they named me. It was bestowed upon me that I am Matthew. But you can call me Matt.
All right, fair enough. Guys, you got a lot going on, and I kind of want to dig into this, but what's a brief synopsis before we start breaking down everything? What's going on with you guys?
Yeah, a lot right now. We actually, we're in New York City right now, which you can kind of see behind us, I think, right there. We just launched our press tour for a film that I directed and we're both starring in, and it's called Out in the Open. It's we kind of make this joke. It's the first gay documentary for straight guys. And basically,
Nice.
the whole, I was so sick of these movies out there, especially documentaries about LGBT lifestyle. They're so depressing, and I wanted to make a movie that was funny and that showed that not all gay people have AIDS and are running around naked, on Main Street with rainbow feathers.
Yeah.
So we set out to do it, and we got some, it kind of just started as a pet project, and we got some amazing celebrities to join on and do some interviews. And then what ended up happening was my best friend Ben Milliken, who co-produced it with me, as well as co-wrote it and is straight, said that we need a storyline. I was like, oh yeah, that little thing.
Yeah.
So they threw a camera crew on Sully and I for a couple months, and what the result is a movie that we're really, really proud of, and it's coming out January 29th, and it's the first film ever in history to be coming out in theaters, on DVD, and rentals, and Netflix all on the same day.
What?
Platforms.
Yeah, and part of that is because the movie's kind of made for straight people, but it's also for at-risk gay youth. And I really pushed for this because not all teenagers who are coming to find themselves want to tell their parents, I want to go see Out in the Open, the gay documentary.
Right.
So I wanted them to be able to go online, download it, and watch it in the comfort of their own homes, so they are safe, and then feel okay about watching it.
Sure. That's actually a brilliant idea, and because there's a lot of things going around now that just the bullying thing. I'm over that, man. It's annoying. It doesn't need to happen. It doesn't need to take place. I'm sick of it. It's stupid. I don't understand why it needs to happen.
No, us either. And it's funny because, like I said, the movie is really light. It's really different. We cover all those subjects. We cover bullying. Sully actually has some really funny stories. At one point in the film, he talks about how a lot of the people that bullied him in high school actually have since come out of the closet.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we cover everything, but it's actually, it's a comedy. We open the film. This is for real. I think your listeners and your viewers will love this. They can Google it on YouTube. They used to show these videos in schools back in the 40s and 50s, and they literally were called The Dangers of the Homosexual. And they were these 20-minute long videos that were describing what we now know as a pedophile, but they were using the word homosexual.
Whoa.
And it was these horrible films. So the whole movie, I just as a joke, we decided to open up where we recreated one today as if that they still showed those movies. And part of that is, I have almost all of my friends are straight. Almost all of both our friends are straight. And everybody on this film, all the way up to the executive producer, Lamar Billups, was straight. I was actually the only gay guy who was a producer in any form on this film. So I wanted to give straight people a chance to kind of laugh at themselves. And, we're giving you guys permission to say, you know what, maybe I bullied a kid before, maybe I've done this, but you know what, let's clean the slate, let's have a laugh and just show that, gay people are normal and just we're part of society. So it's a pretty non-political film in that way. And that's what I think is really powerful about it. It's a simple concept, but it's actually a really, really big idea to actually show the world that we're just normal.
Yeah, absolutely. Was it weird for you guys to have the camera crew walking around with almost your every move?
Well, growing up on TV for me, I used to be on Disney Channel and I did Broadway as a kid and stuff. It's always weird, when you wake up literally and the crew is already in the bedroom. But Sully, when we first started dating, he was working for the hotel industry.
Yeah.
And he had just moved to LA. He had never been on, TV or never seen a camera crew.
And then I woke up one day and there they were.
Literally. So I guess that's a question Sully can answer more than me.
I mean, it was weird at first. It's definitely weird trying to brush your teeth while you have a camera crew, 3 people in the bathroom watching you.
Yeah.
But I always joke with him because a year ago he was working the front desk at a hotel, and now his face literally is a 3 foot tall picture of him on these billboards. So it's so funny but he's been such a great sport about it, and I think that's kind of it's kind of the essence of the movies. Everybody's really laid back, and It's been a lot of fun.
So Sully, has it been something that I'm watching this film become larger and larger, and just the things that are happening are just exploding. It seems to me like it's just all just like snowballing into this big thing. But Sully, has it been you haven't come from a background that Matt maybe has, but is it a weird change for you? Is it something that you're embracing, or is it?
I'm definitely embracing it.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah, well, it's been weird, I think, for his family, because his great uncle, who he's named after, is second only to Babe Ruth in the Hall of Fame. He's one of the most famous baseball players ever. So they had, a famous person in their family, but I think it's been funny because, for him, it has snowballed so fast. We just got back from Sundance 2 days ago. Now we're in New York. I mean, we are on your show. We've been doing radio interviews and TV interviews, and we're so grateful because the response has been so good. But I think it's funny. I think it's because the movie's really funny, and it's just like were not expecting this year. I think they were expecting really heavy movies, and this one just kind of came out, and people were like, okay, we can laugh.
Right.
Oh, cool. Yeah. So it's funny.
I don't understand why people didn't think you couldn't laugh before. I mean, I don't. We're all the same, right? I mean, we're all people.
Yeah, I think but laughter is the best medicine, and I think it's the medicine that's needed for all this hatred right now that you see going on in these stereotypes. One of the I actually came up with the idea for the film back in June of 2010. I was the first Disney Channel star to ever come out of the closet. So there's a group of us, my friend Blake Skellerup, who is an Olympian that just came out, and then Constance McMillan. She's that girl who, remember, she was denied to go to her prom in Mississippi. It was national.
Yes.
She's a really good friend of mine, and we were, it was like the youth ambassadors for Pride in Los Angeles in 2010. And it was the second night, and we were all hanging out in the hotel, and we were in, I think, Constance's hotel room. And it's this young, like 20-somethings, and we're all eating pizza and watching HGTV. And I will never forget this moment. I looked around, and I'm like, we are so boring. Why do you think we're so crazy and weird? And, we just had lunch with Constance. We were in Mississippi, where she's from, a couple weeks ago. Mm-hmm. She looked at me, because obviously now she sees what's happening with the film, and she goes, Dan, next time you have a weird little idea, I better pay attention, because I should become this. So, and it's been a very, I think people think that it has to be this heavy, serious topic, but the truth is not every gay person is some militant activist. Yeah. Not every gay person is this flamboyantly crazy or this super, super butch person. And that's what I think, again, a simple concept, but it speaks volumes.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I'm very excited to. I was actually at the red carpet event for. I think it was the release. I think it was a release of the film. But I was at the red carpet event doing some stuff.
Yeah, you were. Oh, you were. I didn't get to see that. There were so many people. It was crazy.
Yeah. I was pretending to be a photographer. I'm not one, but I was pretending. So.
We had a lot of cool people there. I was surprised. We had a really big turnout for that. And the reason we did it in LA is because it's being released here in New York first. Or it was at the time. It's actually got a lot more traction since then. But we wanted to, do something for all of our LA friends and crew, and that helped. But now, people can go on outintheopenmovie.com right now, and they can see the trailer and a bunch of other stuff. But there's also a pre-order button from Amazon, so you can go and pre-order the film right now. Nice. And it's available in Sears and all these weird places I wasn't expecting. It's Kmart now. It's going to be, and it's just like, what the heck?
Yeah. That's good though. I mean, that's anywhere is good. I mean, that's I was looking at the bio about all the stuff that's happening, and I had to stop because there's just so much going on. I'm like, I gotta wait. Hold on. I was halfway through. I gotta come back and reprocess everything. And I'm just like, this is crazy.
Yeah. Well, that's how I feel every day. I wake up every morning. I'm like, oh my god, what are we doing today? And Sundance was really, really cool for us because we actually submitted to them. This is kind of how we. I don't know. I guess the universe just smiled down on us because it was a pet project. It was a small film. I own a production company that's has 20 employees. We work on a lot of different films. Yeah. This was like my side project, and I had my two buddies working on it with me, And we finished it, like the first initial cut, and then I said to Ben, I said, just send it to Sundance and let's just call a couple distributors. We sold it 3 days after we wrapped it, so Sundance couldn't even take it as an official selection. They took it as a film to be there, because the whole idea with Sundance is you go there to sell films. And we sold it so quick, we were like, okay, so I guess no festival circuit. Now what? But
Yeah,
so now we're on a press tour because it's being
Jeez.
released and it actually is getting out there.
Oh my gosh. Well, let's talk. You mentioned your production company, Real Stream Productions. Let's talk a little bit about that. You got some other things moving forward. What's going on with this?
Yeah, I call it the Muppet Show. Literally, my company reminds me, and I mean that in the best way possible, of walking into an old episode of the Muppets, because it's a bunch of just really crazy, creative young people. There's 20 of us there. We're at the Hollywood Production Center. We have 9 offices in there. And what I did in my business partner, who's also the executive producer of Out in the Open, Lamar Billups, we kind of recreated the old studio system. So we have all of our own in-house everything, our own in-house directors, producers, writers, editors, musicians, everything. And people are looking at us now going, what the hell? And like you said, we have a lot of really cool projects moving. We just actually accomplished 7 world records back in December. It was a film I acted in too. I also produced, but it's called Somebody Marry Me. And it was the first film in history to be shot in one take. So no cuts, 98 minutes straight through. It's a hysterical comedy, 14 huge stars. I can't talk about it too much yet.
Wait. One take?
One take.
One take. It was. I can't believe we did it. We actually had one shot left to do it because we screwed up the first 2 takes because we said we will not cut, and it's never been accomplished before. And we had John Asher as our director. And John Asher's great. His father created Bewitched and directed every I Love Lucy episode. John himself has done some amazing films, and we're really good friends. He's actually the reason it came about is I wrote a movie called No Valley that's going to be starring Shirley Jones that we start shooting this summer, and he's directing that. So we were talking, a few months back, and just again, this little flippant like, oh, we should do a movie in one take, ha ha ha. Skip ahead 6 weeks, and we're all, our brains are falling out of our ears because we're trying to do this thing, and we did it. So that's coming out probably, depending on distribution, that'll probably, I'm going to guess, around the fall. We're shooting an amazing film about Hurricane Katrina. That's a really big budget film, and that's called It Feels Like Rain. And then we have a television show coming up, which I think you'll like and laugh about, and it's called Sollywood.
Oh, that already interests me. I love it.
Exactly. Well, yeah. Well, because like you said earlier, one of my producers was just kind of watching this evolution of poor Solly, going from nowhere to just being like on the,
Hey, I was somewhere.
you know what I mean.
You sound like pick me out of the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, but it's hysterical because like even like for press events and stuff, now he's the one getting the calls. No one cares about me anymore. So he has a really interesting story. So we're doing that show. We're doing another really cool show called Pat Novak for Hire, which was actually the #1 radio show in the world back in the 40s. So we're translating it into a television series, and that's pretty cool. We got a lot of the guys from The Sopranos in that. It's a very kind of mafia, old school gangster TV show.
Nice.
We have a bunch of stuff. I could talk for hours. Obviously, I'll shut up.
It's all right. No worries. I love it. There's a lot of stuff that's going on, and it's just it's amazing to see you guys just take off and just do what you guys do. But with all of this being said, what inspires you to do what you guys do? I mean, what's the motivation?
What is there's so much.
For this movie, it was just to help people.
Yeah, I think the motivation. I mean, to do what we do, especially for this film. I want the teachers to watch this movie. I want the parents. I end the movie on the note of basically saying that I made this film not for the gay kids, but for the straight kids, because the straight kids of today are going to be the ones that are having the gay kids of tomorrow.
Yeah.
And how they act now and how they treat people now is how it's going to be. That's going to shape the future of our culture and our society. So, I think that's what's moving me forward. We're really lucky because we're going to be speaking at actually both of our high schools that we went to.
Yeah.
We're speaking at a lot of high schools around the country and to LGBT youth groups and stuff. And, that keeps me moving forward. But I really, really like this whole kind of evolution that's happening where the straight people are going, oh, okay. Well, you're not that big of a deal. Why are we bitching so much?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Well, guys, is there anything else that's moving forward right now that you just want to get out there and let everybody know what's going on?
Go to outintheopenmovie.com.
Yeah, just buy the DVDs. 20% of our proceeds are going to building housing for at-risk or homeless gay youth. So you're making a good donation if you buy it. I think it's on sale right now. So
Nice.
I think it's like $3 off already. It's a pre-sale. Once it actually goes out the 29th, I think it jacks back up to $25. But right now, I think it's like $18.99 on Amazon. And outintheopenmovie.com. And you can check me out on Twitter. I'm always tweeting. My handle on Twitter is @Matt, like an act of God. So it's ACTOFMATT. So you can follow me there too. And just check us out and watch the movie. It's funny. It's gonna make you laugh.
Rock and roll. I love it, guys. I thank you so much for your time, guys, and good luck to you. And get some sleep in between all the stuff you're doing. But have some fun and enjoy it.
Thanks so much.
All right, guys. I'm E-Rock. Peace.
Revolver Underground.